Super, but let me put you on the spot. You are a generation ahead of these folks. Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. If you are to choose one of the music of these artists, which one would you choose?
If I must be put on a spot to say something, I think Burna is on the top of the game right now.
In terms of talent, artistry, and delivery.
62,000 people, sold out in minutes. The first African artist to ever headline this stadium.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the perfect song to lead us into the entertainment news. As first up on the entertainment news, we're talking about Wizkid breaking another landmark feat. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigerian multi-platinum selling artist Wizkid sold out the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in a landmark show. The singer's concert in London is a historic one for African music, as he became the first and only African artist to headline and perform at the venue. On Saturday, July 29, 2023, the Grammy winner treated over 60,000 people who reportedly turned out to watch him in his first stadium headline show in the United Kingdom to an electrifying musical experience.
Now ask yourself one question. Where did the money actually go? In 2025, all of sub-Saharan Africa generated just $120 million in officially recorded music revenue. That's the entire region. Now watch this number. South Africa alone took 78.1% of that, which means Nigeria, the undisputed global capital of Afrobeats, the country of Wizkid, Davido, and Burna Boy, was left fighting over roughly $26 million for the entire nation. Nigeria's own government says its music industry is worth $600 million a year. So where is the disconnect? Where does the money actually disappear? These three men are arguably the most powerful cultural exports Africa has produced in a generation. They are billionaires by Nigerian standards. And yet by the time we're done, you are going to understand exactly how much of their own money never even touches Nigerian soil. Stay with us, because what happens next involves Sony, Warner Universal, and a legal trail that ends in a Lagos courtroom most of you have never heard of. To the outside world, this looks like total victory. Afrobeats on every Billboard chart. Stadiums sold out from London to Los Angeles. A genre that didn't exist in the mainstream a decade ago, now dictating global pop culture. But every single one of these men had to cross the same bridge to get here. A bridge built, owned, and tolled by foreign record labels. In 2017, Wizkid signed a multi-album deal with RCA Records, a Sony subsidiary, reportedly carrying a 7-figure advance. That same year, Burna Boy signed with Atlantic Records, a Warner Music Group label, reportedly for a $5 million advance. Davido had already signed to Sony's Columbia UK the year before, in 2016.
Local pain, streaming billions, but the fraction of the gain. They want the Afro vibe, we heal their chart, but treat the architect like a distant.
Here is what most fans never understood. An advance is not a gift, it is a loan, and it has to be paid back out of the artist's own future earnings before they see another dollar. Here's how the streaming money actually moves. Of every dollar a song generates on Spotify or Apple Music, roughly 30% goes straight to the platform. Of what's left, the label can take anywhere from 50 to 80% before the artist ever sees their cut. Now do the math on Burna Boy's reported $5 million advance. Until that figure is fully recouped from his share of streaming revenue, not the label's share, he doesn't see an additional cent in new royalties. Meanwhile, the label is already banking profit on their much larger share. Immediately, every single day his music plays, and it doesn't stop there. In 2018, Burna Boy signed a separate publishing deal with Universal. That's a second contract, a second foreign partner, taking a second cut from the same songs. And here is the part the labels would prefer you never saw. In an Instagram post that went viral across Nigerian entertainment blogs, Burna Boy himself wrote this about Nigerian artists signing international deals, quote, "I feel so sorry for all you Nigerians and artists jumping into these international deals. You guys don't know what you're doing. I will forever be grateful to my manager, my mother, for making sure I will never be an international victim." Read that again. This is not an outsider talking. This is a man inside the machine, warning everyone else. Davido has said it too in his own words, years apart, in multiple interviews, about his own Sony deal. He once said, quote, "They tried to fix me up with a producer, and I decided to come home. They were dictating to me how they wanted me to make music." He even admitted he didn't want the deal in the first place. Quote, "I didn't even want to take the deal because I didn't need it. I was doing tours all over Africa with 50 to 80,000 people. So it was like, why am I signing the deal?" He eventually renegotiated those terms. But the fact that one of Africa's biggest stars had to fight his own label just to make the music he wanted to make tells you everything about where the power actually sits. So far, we've shown you how the money leaves Nigeria through the front door, through Sony, through Warner, through Universal. But that's only half of this investigation, because there is a second group of people getting rich off this music every single night, inside Nigeria itself. And they have found a legal loophole so effective, they haven't paid these artists a dime in years. And it's all hiding in plain sight, in a single section of Nigerian law. Walk into any luxury club in Victoria Island, Ikoyi or Wuse on a Friday night, and you'll see it. Premium bottles running from 250,000 to over 2 million naira each. A single night's bar revenue easily clearing 5 to 20 million naira, and the entire product keeping that room full, keeping those bottles selling, is the music. By Nigerian law, these venues are legally classified as commercial users of music. They are required to hold a public performance license and pay royalties to the artists whose songs are driving their sales. So why aren't they paying? The answer is Section 17. For over a decade, Nigeria's two major royalty collecting bodies, COSON and MCSN, were locked in a brutal legal war with each other, each claiming to be the legitimate authority to collect on artists' behalf. And under Section 17 of the Copyright Act, if a collecting body's license is suspended or contested, it has no legal right to even sue a business for not paying. So while these two agencies fought each other in federal court, broadcast networks, hotels, and clubs simply kept playing the music for free. Their lawyers had one line, and it worked every time. Your authority is contested. You have no standing to sue. Here's what that gridlock actually cost artists. COSON's combined royalty distribution for 2018 and 2019, covering every registered songwriter, producer, and performer in the country, came to roughly 121 million naira. By 2024, after years of reform, that number had grown to a record 465 million naira. That sounds like progress. until you compare it to what a single nightclub generates from alcohol sales in one weekend, and realize that number is being split, not by one club, but across an entire national catalogue of music played in thousands of venues every single night of the year. On one side, rooms generating millions in a single night, powered entirely by this music. On the other, the people who made that music, waiting on a national distribution pool that doesn't even register as a rounding error against what the clubs are making. So here is the real question this investigation forces you to ask. Out of these three men, Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, who actually walked away from the table with the smartest deal, who protected himself the most? Because the answer isn't who you'd expect, and we're going to show you exactly why in the next 60 seconds. Here's what almost nobody talks about. Unlike most major label deals around the world, none of these three men actually surrendered ownership of their masters. Wizkid's Starboy Entertainment retains copyright over his catalog. Davido's DMW retains copyright over his. Burna Boy's own label, Spaceship Records, owns his masters too. What Sony, what Warner, what RCA actually hold are exclusive distribution licenses, not ownership. And that is the illusion at the heart of this entire story. These men were smart enough or well-advised enough to keep their names on the masters. But ownership on paper means almost nothing if every dollar your music generates still has to pass through a corporate pipeline in London or New York, first recouping advances, paying distribution fees, clearing publishing splits, before a single naira makes it back to Lagos. Wizkid has never said a single public word about the terms of his own deal. Maybe that silence is loyalty, maybe it's restraint, or maybe, judging by everything you've just seen, silence is the smartest business decision of all three. Afrobeats conquered the world. Nobody can take that away from Nigeria, but conquering the world and owning the world are two very different things. And until the contracts, the courts, and the collection societies catch up to the music, the artists carrying this entire culture on their backs will keep selling out stadiums abroad while fighting for scraps at home.
Listen. From the streets of Lagos to the London stage, they see the stadium, they see the rage. Thousands of people screaming out our name, but behind the curtains it's a different game. The signature on paper, they pencil in the dark. They take the lion's share and leave the spark. We sweat the rhythm, we bleed the groove, but the boardrooms dictate how the money moves. They call us kings, they put us on the billboard high, but corporate hands are draining all the rivers dry. They by the master, they lock the key. Tell me who really owns this melody. Stand up, prepare the flow, get the bass line, knock the door. They stream the sound, but they hide the gold. The culture's rich, but the story's sold. Move your body, break the chain tonight. We claim the rhythm under neon light. Oh, na na na, make the log drum roll. Hey, hey. It by the paper, but we own the soul. Global recognition, local pain. Streaming billions, but a fraction of the gain. They want the Afro vibe, they heal their chart, but treat the architect like a distant part. We pack the O2, we sell out the square, but look at the ledger, the balance ain't fair. The giants are fighting, they struggle to rise, while foreign monopolies take the whole prize. They see the ice, they see the chain, they don't see the contract causing the strain. Wisdom of the past, fire in the tongue. This is the song that was never sung. Bring the fire back. Make the system crack. They stream the sound, but they hide the gold. The culture's rich, but the story's sold. Move your body, break the chain.
This has been NK Oma Documentary TV. We don't just report the culture, we follow the money. If this investigation opened your eyes, hit subscribe, because we are just getting started, and there is so much more buried in this industry we haven't even touched yet. Share this video with one person who still thinks Afrobeats made it. And before you go, drop a comment below and tell us, out of Wizkid, Davido and Burna Boy, who do you think actually signed the smartest deal with their record label? We'll be reading every single comment.
Advice, we take it back. Independent track, no more percentage hidden in the stack. They call us kings, they put us on the billboard eye. But corporate hands are draining all the rivers dry. Their body master, they lock the key. Tell me who really owns this melody. Let it drop, never let it stop. They stream the sound, but they hide ego. The culture's rich, but the story's so. Move your body, break the chain tonight. We claim the rhythm under neon light. Oh, na na na, make the love drum roll. Big body paper, but we own this soul. Move to the left, claim your right side. Move to the right, no more place to hide. Hands in the air for the independent sound. Afrobeats rising up from the ground. We own the sound. We own the sound. From the root to the crown. We own the sound. They can't copyright the soul. You can't contract the spirit. Who really owns it? We do.